knocked away into the offside. Just be the single. Yeah, Twickenham, they need to pull a rabbit out of a hat here. They've lost the toss, so they've been asked to bat. They need to get runs on the board here as Ben Choi into the side and straight into the wickets. There's a one-hand grab from the bowler. Left arm just stuck up and it sticks, and Ben Choi gets his first wicket. Big smile on his face, and it's a big wicket as well as Neville Talbot departs for 15.
Joy for Choi as he takes a jalebi catch, and high fives all around. And well done to Ben Choi. Just gets the bat on the back foot and then just sticks out the left mid straight into the palm of the hand. Jalebiya khao sare. Jalebiya kha ke maza jana thanda de na mi periya. Masala tea with jalebis, that will do very nicely. Disappointment for Talbot. He showed good signs in the last match, batted well, put in a good partnership with his captain Carlos Nunes, but he's going to go cheaply this time. 27 of 13 in the first, and he goes just for 15, and that means that the captain Carlos Nunes will come in at number 3. Now I think there's a big weight on his shoulders to get a big score on the board here.
Yeah, he needs to lead from the front here, does the Twickenham skipper. I think if there's such a thing as a regulation one-handed catch, then that might be it from Ben Choi. He made it look easy. That one easily goes away to the rope. Miss hit there from Carlos Nunes, but somehow sneaks away. Of course, still in the power play. So only the 2 fielders allowed outside. You can see he just cloths that into the leg side. There are 2 fielders out there. Both ruefully look at each other saying, nope, to you, to me. As the tractor's out. The tractor boys have been busy this morning. Hopefully not running the covers on anytime soon, though. That's cleared up a bit here. That's crunched hard to point as they'll jog through for the single. Yeah, it's good to see Ben Choi into the attack early on here for Weybridge. And yeah, it was a lovely one-handed catch. Lovely tractor as well.
Nice to see Jeremy Clarkson has joined us. And, obviously taking some time away from Clarkson's farm, is that one will be partially stopped. Batters think about maybe taking the second, but decide against it. Yeah, loving that banner over there, the massive banner, let's play cricket. Stronger together here, of course, in England. And right next to that, of course, is the European Cricket Network banner. 2 federations working hand in hand together. That is going to go a long way. Well, that will go over that banner. And the Weather Girls will be after it without their umbrellas this time. And there it goes. It keeps going, going and going. Well, even the dog's not interested. Said, I've got no chance. Not up against the young girls that go chasing after that. They're certainly getting the exercise in this morning, Tina.
Yeah, they're sometimes getting more exercise in than the actual fielders, because there's some big hits over here in England. And well, talk about relay throw. I think this might be about a 23 catch relay throw as it's come back from the far field. The 4 of them are after it. They're still running. They've given up throwing it, and now they're just patrolling the ball back to the right field. The dog, meanwhile, I think he's got his own ball to play with. And it does. Still coming back, still coming back. Eventually it will come back as Ansarullah Nuristani is bowling the 3rd over here. That was a good over, though, from Ben Choi. Picked up that early wicket. Went for just the 13 runs. Big 6, though, to finish it off. It's Patrick Dixon on strike here. 50-50. Super Goldilocks zone. The ground fielding has been decent enough so far today. At the end of that previous game, maybe didn't talk about it enough, but there was that brilliant stop and the penultimate ball right in front of us by Ayush Patel, which pretty much sealed the game for Banstead. The amount of times across Europe we see ones go through legs and arms and limbs, but generally here, given the tough conditions, fielding has been good. Fielding will be good here. No, it won't. Well, that is the commentator's curse in full flow. You're welcome.
I did exactly the same thing yesterday with Vinny. I was saying that one thing I've noticed here in England, as I think you would expect, the fielding has been superb. There's been very few balls that have gone through players. Catches have been taken. And as I was saying it, that's exactly when a catch went down. So, Tina, you are not alone. All right, this is being played over the head of the fielder. Will get away. That's going to be 4 more runs. Well, if you're talking about going through things, well, you can drive through a building here in England. The house in in the hole in the Peak District has a road that goes through the building. A quirk of the 18th century planning. So how about that? You're living in a house where a road actually goes through the house. How weird can that be? Right, this one coming our way, maybe just to the right of you, Tina. 4 runs.
Nice shot down the ground as Carlos Nunez gets to his work here. You don't want to give the London councils any ideas. House in the hole.
House in the hole.
Spaces at a premium here in the capital. Maybe that's the next step. Have a car parking space and a bedroom all in one.
House in the hole. The Peak District is very nice, though, isn't it? The Peak District.
Beautiful. I was up towards Bedford yesterday, which was also a beautiful part of the world. Lovely kind of old school cricket ground surrounded by rolling fields. Dug away there by Carlos Nunez. Should be fielded. Oh, dearie me.
Now, I have to check. Does the ball hit the rope before the girls get involved?
Just. I think more through luck than judgment on their part. Maybe he just felt the pressure of the weather girls behind him. And there you can see it does just dink into the rope. Boink.
Just there. Oh, well.
They might have fielded it either way.
Can you imagine as a fielder, well, you make that error. You know that we're going to be talking about it. But then when you look behind you, you got 5 girls saying, oh, look, he missed it. Look, he missed it. And one of them says, here you go. I'll give it to you. Oh, that's got to be bad. I think that's worse than having a crowd behind you going, ooh, oh, well, nothing worse. Well, those girls are making their presence felt. 48 for 1 as Twickenham are looking to get a big score on the board here.
There's nothing more brutal than little girls laughing at you. It's not something I'd want to wish upon anybody, but it's a bit of a filthy misfield, wasn't it? And it was 4 boundaries in a row there off Nooristani's over. So we go into the 4th. It'll be Giles Cunningham bowling it, but he'll be whipped away for a 6. So Twickenham starting to hit their stride here. And they move beyond 50, 54 for that early loss. That time Giles Cunningham, well, it would have been a wide ball. Instead, Patrick Dixon says, thank you very much. I'll take the 6. Twickenham here, they need to get a competitive ball, total on the board. They need to win this game. They've lost 3 in a row. They've only got 2 wins to their name. And you'd say, more or less, if they don't win this, I don't think it's quite curtains mathematically, but given that, of course, all the other sides will be giving and taking points from one another, Twickenham will be very nervously watching the rest of the day's play unfold. And we're nervously watching the fielders out there at the moment. That's Freddie Faircliffe, who's come into the side for Weybridge, who does manage to just stick out a left paw there. Well, ever since I've said that the fielding's been commendable, it's been a bit harum-scarum. The Weather Girls, they've been the best fielders, I think, today so far. And while that one's again just dragged down the leg side, Patrick Dixon helps himself to another 6 runs. And that's gone right into the undergrowth. Who's going to get the pole out again? I think that needs a double length pole because that one went flush into the forest. And by all accounts, I mean, us commentators, we're maybe slightly more fair weather commentators, but I've been told by those in the forest that it's pretty thick down there. So at the moment we're having an effort here from the Weybridge fielder, but again, he's very tentatively just broaching the field.
Don't worry, look, the girls are coming. We're all right, the girls are coming. And, well, they don't find it. Another ball goes out there. But they've been everywhere. And now they're a bit of teamwork saying, go on, you get in there.
If you need a job done properly. As this one goes up in the air, it's another opportunity here for Weybridge, and this time it is taken comfortably. A regulation grab, and that is the end of the skipper. Big wicket to fall for Twickenham. Carlos Nunez departs for 29. It was Seb Dunn settling underneath it. Maybe he's taken some inspiration from the Weather Girls and decides on this occasion he'll take it cleanly. And Twickenham lose their second, 61 for 2.
Score is good, there's no doubt about that, but they're losing good batters. Already lost Talbot, now you lose Nunes as well. And the new man that comes out there is Gurjit Sandhu. At the moment, you can see that they've just going with the bowlers with the it could be another 2 in 2 straight into the hands of the bowler, and Cunningham gets another, and he is going to be on a hat-trick as Gurjit Sandhu hits it straight back into the hands of Cunningham, who says thank you very much, that'll do nicely.
It was just a strange shot, wasn't it, from Sandhu? Just clubbed it straight back down the ground. Don't think he quite can believe what he's done there. He goes for a golden derrick. And
A duck, no Olu Prontas for him. And here we go, hat-trick ball. And it's going to be Gurigbal Singh who comes in at number 5.
Left-hander facing up the hat-trick ball. Giles Cunningham, can he add himself? Oh, well, there's the Danny Hudacek hat-trick. Wicket, wicket, filthy old wide.
Yeah, just as he bowls. See what he does? He bowls up wide and the cricket gods say, how could you? And it starts to rain.
Yeah, he's upset the cricket gods there because that was a filthy one. This one's actually a better one, and he's got an opportunity for 3 and 4 here. And he takes it. It's the two fielders out there looking like they might collide with one another. It was Seb Dunn and Ben Choi out there. Both of them have taken a catch already in this innings. And Seb Dunn leaves it to Ben Choi, who almost takes that catch as an afterthought. Almost like he was going to leave that one. Take a look at this, Rico. They both go towards it. And it was almost like, yes, no, maybe. Seb Dunn just ducks underneath it. Doesn't even look at what's happening behind him. But what is happening is that Ben Choi takes the catch. So Giles Cunningham, well, he gets a 3 and 3 of sorts. 3 wickets in 3 legal deliveries. He just sneaked in a wide in between, though. And that's another wicket to fall then for Twickenham. 3 in the over, 62 for 4. It's the end of the over as well.
End of the over. The rain's getting pretty heavy here now. This is a little quick concerning. I can see the umpires looking at each other. And I think the third umpire, Colin, and also Ian Rummage will be having discussions. What we've seen today, though, we've had these showers. It's just like that. As I'm talking, that rain just gets a lot lighter and it starts to stop as a new batter comes in. Good catch there taken by Choi. 17 years of age. Made it look nice and easy.
Seb Dunn, who ducked under that catch, is now bowling the 5th for Weybridge. Hi to Sandy Willow in the chat, asking as well to help them in their search. I think they just I'm not sure they're trying to help us. I think they just want the grizzly as a souvenir. And if they do find it in that thick undergrowth, then I think we say fair enough.
If they find it, you know what we do. If they find it, they can have it. And I reckon that haven't quit yet. There's Dunn. Well, I was wondering if Dunn would bowl. Well, he might get a wicket here. No, it's nowhere near where we saw already Ben Choi take a good catch. Yeah, he's not bowling off his full run up. That's only to be expected. I don't think anybody's going to take too many unnecessary risks here. I think you've got to use your common sense here. It's the same for both sides and all the teams today, as I said already. I think bowlers will just have to cut down their run-ups and try and just bowl off a couple of steps, and that is what Dunn is doing here. But he bowled so well yesterday. He's got some real pace, but his variations yesterday were quite fantastic. This one's going to be called a wide. He doesn't like that call. Let's have a look at it again. But the umpires, I have to say, the men in black today have been absolutely outstanding, as have those girls. They've been great, and it looks like they've given up. I don't see a grizzly in hand. A valiant effort, but they don't find it. As we go back to Dunn with the ball.
That one's flicked away dismissively. It'll be 6 runs. Teddy Fleming, who was valiant in his attempts to chase down that total in the previous game. He gets a bit more time at the crease on this occasion. And that's his first maximo of his innings. It was actually Helix that was asking about the wombles, but no wombles and no grizzlies so far found in those bushes. It probably won't be the last time that we hit that undergrowth, especially a lot of these batters coming out here, 360 players at the moment. Well, it would be an option here for Teddy Fleming. There's no one really straight behind square. So a scoop is on, especially with the height of Seb Dunn, but he goes more conventional, clubs it away into the dugout, says hello to the Weybridge tent. It's back-to-back boundaries for Teddy Fleming. A good counter-punch from him. Just one short of the halfway mark here.
Yeah, it's good batting from him, actually. Remember in the last match, he was couldn't quite get the power in those shots, and he was finding the fielders. Well, he's come out a different player in this one, has Teddy.
He goes again. This one's more high than long. Is it an opportunity for Ben Choi out there? No, it's not, as it clears the rope. That's 666. It's the devil, Seb Dunn. He gets punished. 24 runs coming off his over. Then at the halfway mark, 80